Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. Today, I am with you again with spooky stories. Please like and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you, and have a good time. Ashford Abbey, a sprawling 19th century estate nestled in the English countryside, had always been a place of fascination and dread. Its imposing stone facade and overgrown gardens concealed a history filled with dark secrets and rumored hauntings. However, it was a group of 5 friends who dared to unravel the mysteries lurking within its ancient walls. The group consisted of Emma, an adventurous explorer, Richard, a pragmatic scientist, Charlotte, a writer with a fascination for the supernatural, Henry, a historian drawn to the past, and Grace, a psychic with an affinity for the spirit world. Together, they set out to investigate Ashford Abbey, determined to unearth the truth. On a misty winter evening, the friends arrived at the abbey, their breath visible in the cold air as they entered through the ornate wooden doors. Inside, the atmosphere was heavy with history, and the sound of their footsteps echoed through the dimly lit corridors. Their first night in the abbey was filled with excitement and trepidation as they set up their equipment in the grand hall. Richard, the scientist, examined the architecture and structural integrity, while Grace, the psychic, felt the presence of something ancient and restless. As the night deepened, strange occurrences began to unfold. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and the air seemed to grow colder. Charlotte claimed to have heard whispers in the corridors, and Henry's research revealed a tragic tale. Henry delved into the history of Ashford Abbey and uncovered a story of forbidden love, betrayal, and a family torn apart by scandal. The tale spoke of a cursed heirloom, a lost love, and the echoes of a tragic event that had haunted the abbey for generations. Determined to communicate with any lingering spirits, they set up their equipment in the dimly lit library. They asked questions, and the voice recorder captured faint whispers and the soft rustling of pages. The atmosphere grew charged, and the temperature dropped, sending shivers down their spines. As the night wore on, they decided to hold a séance, hoping to make contact with any entities present in the abbey. In a circle of flickering candles, they called upon any spirits to reveal themselves. To their astonishment, the room grew colder, and the candles flickered wildly. A presence seemed to envelop the room, and Grace entered a trance-like state. It was as if she had become a conduit for the spirits. The room filled with a sense of sadness, and Grace began to speak in a voice not her own. It was the voice of Eliza, a young woman who had once lived at Ashford Abbey. Eliza's voice trembled as she recounted the events that had torn her family apart and revealed the curse that had plagued them. Overwhelmed by the intensity of the encounter, they learned that Eliza's spirit had been bound to Ashford Abbey, unable to find peace until the truth was revealed and her family's name cleared. Determined to help Eliza find justice, the friends embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the curse that had haunted the abbey for centuries. Their investigations led them to hidden chambers, dusty family archives, and a locked crypt beneath the abbey. Inside the locked crypt, they discovered an old journal, a locket, and a hidden confession. The journal revealed the truth about the forbidden love, the betrayal, and the curse that had befallen Eliza and her family. The locket contained a portrait of Eliza's lost love. With newfound knowledge in hand, they conducted a ceremony to honor Eliza's memory and break the curse that had haunted the abbey. As they recited apologies and forgiveness, a warm light enveloped the crypt, and they felt the presence of Eliza's spirit grow stronger. Suddenly, Eliza appeared before them, her spirit radiant and filled with gratitude. She smiled at her friends and thanked them for their help. As she ascended into the light, her spirit dissolved, leaving behind a sense of serenity. The paranormal activity ceased, and Ashford Abbey felt lighter, as if the weight of the past had lifted. The friends left the abbey, their mission accomplished, and as they walked into the dawn, they knew they had brought closure to Eliza's restless spirit. In the years that followed, Ashford Abbey underwent restoration and was transformed into a historical site dedicated to its history and the story of Eliza's tragic fate. The abbey, once synonymous with mystery and fear, became a symbol of justice and the power of friendship to bring solace to restless souls. And so, Ashford Abbey, once a place of enigma and despair, became a beacon of hope, a testament to the enduring bonds of friendship, and a reminder that even the most ancient of curses could be broken with determination and compassion. In the years that followed the friends' successful resolution of the haunting at Ashford Abbey, the once menacing estate underwent a remarkable transformation. It became a place not only of historical significance, but also a symbol of hope, reconciliation, and the enduring power of friendship. Visitors from all over the world were drawn to Ashford Abbey, eager to explore its rich history and to learn about the tale of Eliza, her lost love, and the curse that had plagued her family. The Abbey's gardens were restored to their former glory, and guided tours were conducted to share the captivating story of Eliza's tragic fate. Charlotte, the writer among the friends, penned a novel inspired by the events at Ashford Abbey. Her book became a bestseller, bringing even more attention to the Abbey and the compelling story that had unfolded within its walls. Charlotte's words breathed life into the characters of the past, and her work was celebrated for its ability to transcend time and capture the essence of the haunting tale. The town of Willowbrook, which had always been overshadowed by the Abbey's dark reputation, began to thrive as visitors flocked to the area. Local businesses flourished, and the townspeople were proud to be associated with a place that had transformed from a source of fear to a symbol of courage and redemption. Grace, the psychic who had played a crucial role in helping Eliza find peace, continued to visit the Abbey. She felt a deep connection to the spirits and believed that they watched over the Abbey with gratitude. Visitors often reported feeling a sense of calm and serenity when they explored the grounds, as if Eliza's spirit still lingered, watching over the place she had once called home. The friends, while moving on with their lives, remained close, forever bound by the extraordinary experiences they had shared at Ashford Abbey. Their enduring friendship and their ability to bring closure to restless spirits served as a testament to the power of compassion and determination. One day, as they gathered for a reunion, they received an unexpected visitor. It was a historian who had been researching Eliza's family and the curse that had plowed them. He presented them with a long-lost letter, hidden away in an archive, which revealed an even deeper layer to the story. The letter spoke of a hidden treasure, a family heirloom rumored to possess incredible power. It was said that whoever possessed the heirloom could break the curse once and for all. Eliza's lost love had hidden it away to protect it from those who sought to misuse its power. With newfound excitement, the friends embarked on one final quest: to find the hidden treasure and bring a definitive end to the curse that had haunted Eliza's family for generations. Their journey led them through secret passages within the Abbey, cryptic clues, and a series of challenges that tested their wit and determination. Along the way, they uncovered the true depth of Eliza's love for her lost companion and the sacrifices she had made for the sake of her family's redemption. Finally, in the heart of the Abbey, they discovered the hidden treasure, a magnificent amulet with a radiant blue gem. As they held it in their hands, a sense of peace washed over them, and they knew they had found the key to breaking the curse. Gathering in the crypt where they had once communicated with Eliza's spirit, they placed the amulet on the altar and recited a heartfelt ritual. The amulet emitted a brilliant light, and a surge of energy filled the room. Suddenly, a presence appeared before them. It was Eliza, her spirit more radiant and joyful than ever. She expressed her gratitude for their unwavering dedication and revealed that the curse had finally been broken. With a smile, Eliza ascended into the light, her spirit dissolving, leaving behind an overwhelming feeling of closure and relief. The friends knew that they had not only freed Eliza's spirit, but also ensured that her family's legacy would forever be one of redemption and love. As they left the crypt, their hearts filled with a sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. Ashford Abbey, once a place of darkness and mystery, now stood as a symbol of light, hope, and the enduring bond of friendship. And so, the friends who had once embarked on an adventure to uncover the secrets of the past had not only changed the course of history, but had also brought peace to the restless spirits that had long haunted the Abbey. Their story became a testament to the enduring power of compassion, determination, and the ability to rewrite the narrative of even the most haunted of places. Eliza had always been an inquisitive child. Growing up in a remote village nestled deep in the woods, she often heard whispered tales of the abandoned house that stood on the outskirts. They said it was cursed, haunted by the tormented souls of those who had perished there. As a teenager, Eliza's curiosity got the best of her. One moonless night, she gathered her courage and ventured into the woods with only a flickering lantern to guide her. She pushed her way through the dense undergrowth until she stood before the dilapidated house. The house loomed like a shadowy sentinel in the darkness. Its windows were shattered, and the ivy-clad walls seemed to sag with the weight of the secrets they held. Undeterred, Eliza pushed open the creaking door, and a gust of cold wind greeted her. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. The floorboards groaned beneath her feet, and cobwebs draped the furniture like ghostly shrouds. Eliza's heart raced, but she pressed on, determined to uncover the truth about the house's dark history. As she explored further, she came upon a locked door in the cellar. Something about it drew her in. With trembling hands, she produced an old iron key she had found in the hallway. The key turned with a rusty squeal, and the door swung open. The room beyond was a chamber of horrors. Chains dangled from the ceiling, and rusted tools lined the walls. It was a torture chamber, a place of unspeakable cruelty. Eliza's lantern flickered, and she felt a presence in the room, a malevolent force that sent shivers down her spine. A voice, soft as a whisper, filled the air. "You should not have come here," it hissed. Eliza tried to flee, but the door slammed shut with a deafening crash. Panic set in as she realized she was trapped in the accursed room. The voice grew louder, more menacing, as if it belonged to the very darkness itself. Suddenly, ghostly apparitions materialized before her eyes. Tortured souls, their faces contorted in agony. They reached out to her, their icy fingers grazing her skin. Eliza's screams echoed through the chamber, but no one could hear her cries. Hours passed, or perhaps it was an eternity, as Eliza endured the torment of the vengeful spirits. She lost all sense of time, her mind teetering on the brink of madness. It seemed as though there was no escape from the nightmarish realm she had stumbled into. Then, as abruptly as it had begun, the torment ceased. The room grew still, and the apparitions faded into the shadows. The door swung open once more, and Eliza stumbled out, gasping for breath. She never spoke of the horrors she had witnessed that night, but the experience haunted her for the rest of her days. Eliza became a recluse, forever scarred by the terrors of the abandoned house in the woods. The villagers whispered that she had been cursed, that the spirits had marked her as their own. And so, the house remained abandoned, a place where darkness and malevolence reigned, and where the terrors of the past continued to haunt the living. It stood as a grim reminder that some secrets were better left undisturbed, and that the boundaries between the living and the dead were not to be trifled with. The old asylum had stood at the edge of town for as long as anyone could remember. Its imposing facade, now cracked and weathered, had once housed the most troubled minds. Decades had passed since it was closed down, but the stories of its haunting persisted. A group of friends, comprising Sarah, Mark, Emily, and Jake, decided to explore the abandoned asylum one fateful summer night. They were thrill seekers, drawn to the allure of the unknown, and they believed the rumors of paranormal activity were mere superstition. They arrived at the asylum after midnight, the moon shrouded by thick clouds, casting an eerie pallor over the crumbling building. Armed with flashlights and their bravado, they ventured inside. The air inside the asylum was stale and filled with the musty odor of decay. Broken glass crunched beneath their feet as they made their way down dimly lit corridors. Peeling wallpaper and shattered furniture added to the sense of desolation. Their first stop was the asylum's common room, where patients had once gathered. The room was now empty, save for the echoes of past suffering that seemed to linger in the air. Sarah, the most skeptical of the group, tried to make light of the situation, but her unease was palpable. As they continued their exploration, they began to hear strange sounds, distant whispers, faint footsteps, and the occasional eerie laugh. Mark, the group's daredevil, brushed them off as their own imaginations playing tricks. But then, as they ventured deeper into the asylum, they came across a room that sent shivers down their spines. The walls were adorned with crude drawings and bizarre symbols, and in the center of the floor lay a pentagram scrawled in red. Emily, the most sensitive to the supernatural, felt a sudden drop in temperature. She urged the group to leave, her voice quivering with fear, but Jake, always eager for adventure, insisted they press on. As they delved further into the asylum's depths, they reached the old patient cells. Each room seemed to hold a piece of the past, a rusty bed frame, a discarded straitjacket, and in some, faint whispers of madness that still seemed to linger. It was in one of these cells that they encountered something that defied explanation. A shadowy figure, hunched and twisted, moved in the darkness. Sarah's flashlight fell from her trembling hand as the figure approached, emitting a low, guttural moan. Panic set in as they fled from the cell, racing back through the labyrinthine corridors. The asylum seemed to come alive around them. The walls appeared to breathe, and the whispers grew louder, more menacing. In their frantic escape, they stumbled upon a room that was unlike any they had seen before. The walls were adorned with photographs, disturbing images of patients in various states of distress. The friends realized with horror that these were records of the asylum's dark history. As they absorbed the chilling photographs, the room seemed to close in on them. The door slammed shut with a deafening crash, trapping them inside. The temperature plummeted, and the air grew heavy with a sense of malevolence. From the shadows emerged the twisted figure they had encountered earlier. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as it advanced toward them. Sarah, Mark, Emily, and Jake huddled together in terror, their screams echoing through the asylum's haunted halls. The figure drew closer, its moans growing louder and more tortured. It reached out, its bony fingers inches from their faces, when suddenly, with a blinding flash of light, it vanished. The room returned to darkness, and the door swung open. Gasping for breath, the friends stumbled out, their hearts pounding. They fled the asylum, never looking back. In the years that followed, they would never be able to explain the horrors they had witnessed that night. The old asylum, a place of despair and torment, remained abandoned, its secrets buried within its decaying walls. And so, the friends had ventured into the darkness, seeking adventure, but found themselves face to face with a malevolent force that defied all logic. The abandoned asylum's haunting legacy continued to be a chilling reminder of the horrors that could lurk in the most unsuspecting places. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching my video until the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to support me and see more of my content. Take care of yourself. See ya.